Good morning, peoples. Oh boy, it is another day in the D. And it is a rainy day in the D. That is, it's a rainy day. It is July the 9th, 2025. And it's approximately about, my watch. Hold on a second. We got to get our watch all separated here. Well, it says 69 degrees in the car, and I would say about 68 degrees outside probably on my watch. I don't know what I don't know why there's a big, huge difference other than that your car absorbs more heat due to the outside being black, my car being black, and secondly, because of the engine. And that's why. But anyways, it's another great day in the D. Every day is a great day when you're alive. And so I have in this hand the list of the things that we're going to be talking about. I need to put those things that we're discussing in the description or the title of the video. I have to make sure we do that. That way you know exactly what we're talked about sort of every day. So I want to say thank you again before we get started and deep diving into things, that I want to thank all of our subscribers. Every single one of you means so much to us. Without you, it gives us more incentive to do things and to bring you better content and whatnot. So we appreciate all of you for being our subscribers. We really are grateful for you. And if you have not subscribed already, it's free, Free, and free is good. And you can subscribe to us, and then also you can hit the notification bell and know when we go live or when we upload a brand new video. It's all free. That dirty word, that four-letter word, Free. Okay, so enough of the ads and the begging, or I don't want to call it begging, but we're just asking for your support. Our goal, by the way, if you did not know, our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers. That way we can start, doing more things on the channel. Anyways, so. It's another great rainy day in the D. I'll call it that much. And it's been kind of very humid lately here in the Detroit metropolitan area. And I'm kind of happy that it's raining more to get rid of some of the humidity. It's been super humid. I think the humidity today was at like 60% this morning. So yeah, well, 100% for the rain, but prior to the rain, it was like 50-60%. So this July the 4th, it went by, was the 249th birthday, 250th birthday of the United States, 250th. I thought it was 249th because the Army had their birthday first. So the Army is older, of course, because we had to, have the Revolutionary War. And the Revolutionary War had the United States Army, and the U.S. Army was started up before the, and I believe that's what it is. Excuse me. The United States Army is older than the United States. So, but the United States now is 250 years old. I mean, who would have thought that we would be that old? If you look at things in retrospect, in a wider angle, our country is really not that old compared to other countries. And so I think about that sometimes, about like, there's other countries that have been around longer than we have. I mean, heck, the people that came to America and set claim to it, were from Europe. and that's how they were old. They were from a country that was around way longer than ours. So yeah, it's the world has a longer history than the United States of America, and sometimes we forget that, and I think it's really important to keep what we're doing here in retrospect to everything else. So it's another great day in the D. Um, so I got my list right here. We'll talk about it in just a second. And yeah. So what did you guys do on the 4th? That is the question I was wondering. On the July 4th, I didn't do anything. In my neighborhood, there's a lot of people setting off fireworks, and that really did not happen this last go around. I think it's because a lot more people are not interested in fireworks. That kind of thing that kind of is changing about people's thoughts about the fireworks for different reasons. I think younger people are just not interested sometimes. But some people are even looking to get drones, and I don't know about drones. I'm not really sold on drones, even though that drone shows can be a cool thing, and I think but they're very expensive. That's another thing. They're very, very expensive to have a drone show, and then you got to get with a company just like the fireworks. But you have to, they have to put up their drones, and then there's these liabilities costs for fireworks too. But there's like the comparisons of the drones versus the fireworks. Anyways, I don't know why it's more expensive. I don't know. Let me just digress. Let's just, you know what? Since I don't know the answer to those things, let's just look at this list here in about a minute, and whatnot. So, all right. So the first thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's barely look at it, and I know what the first thing is. So I was reading in yesterday's, and I get the Google alerts for all the Walt Disney World content. The first thing is that there was a guy named Richard Sherman and his brother Robert Sherman, and together they wrote the lyrics to "It's a Small World" ride. And so there is a lyric, the last verse of the lyrics of "It's a Small World" has never been put into place at all. So Walt Disney World is going to be implementing this last verse into "It's a Small World" at the last scene. I think that is going to be pretty kind of cool. It'd be like saying you got another couple of lines for the transportation, the transportation ride, where maybe you got another line for Mr. Tomorrow or something like that, or maybe you have another line for the Carousel of Progress. I mean, this is big though. This could really, I do. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Hopefully, anyways. But what could it be? What could this line be that, what will be the finishing of it? I mean, it doesn't really appear to ever have an ending. I mean, it's like, it already feels like we're singing a song that doesn't have an ending, that just goes on forever, and that's how I feel about "It's a Small World." And that's why when you leave the ride, you're continuing to sing it, because to me it doesn't even have an ending, right? I don't know. That's just my thoughts about the Small World ride, but it's coming back, and I think it's kind of cool. And so it's going to be an interesting thing. And it's going to be in Disney World pretty soon. Maybe they should have this is just like an idea. Maybe they'll have "It's a Small World," like a sweatshirt or a shirt or a hat or some type of merchandise, like a Spirit jersey that has "It's a Small World" on one side, like the Small World people on one side, and on the back side it would have the new lyrics on the back side. That would be cool and awesome. Hey Disney, did you hear me? Oh yeah. So I'm just saying. So the next new thing that I'm going to tell you about, as you know, yesterday, like almost everywhere near Frontierland, is the wildest ride in the West, Thunder Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, is getting refurbished. Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer's Island, and the Liberty Boat the riverboat are gone. You only have Tiana's Bayou left, right? And yeah, that corner. And the interesting thing is they're starting the parade of all places right there, in Frontierland, which is kind of a crazy thing, but whatever it is, I guess. They're starting the parade there for whatever reasons. They have a reason probably, and I think it's maybe because that way they can not have to worry about too many people that are going to be, when the parade first starts, there's a lot of planning and a lot of things are happening when the parade starts. They're just getting started, so they have to get ready to roll. But I'm going to digress here and say that with that all part of the park all kind of in disarray, then the railroad that used to stop off in Frontierland is only doing like a shuttle service between Fantasyland and Main Street USA. So there's only going to be two locations that the train is going to, and they're calling it a shuttle service between those two locations. I'm glad that they're keeping the railroad still going back and forth. And then there was something about another news article that said something about Stitch being incorporated. I wasn't able to figure out what that was all about. What's that all about? But yeah, you can still ride the railroad back and forth. Look, you got to get your railroad fixed somehow, right? I think that's a great idea. Just keep it open and just use the two stations. Keep something, and the railroad, it always reminds me of the old frontier anyways. So you got a little small piece of Frontierland still there. Well, you can also see the country bears. That's open too. So, the country bears, go see them in Frontierland. Watch a show, a brand new show, and celebrate Frontierland. Anyways, so Epcot, there's going to be some new, yesterday I talked about how Spaceship Earth, the big round ball, if you didn't know what it was, it is kind of confusing. Spaceship Earth, Space Mountain, sounds similar, not the same, two different parks, Spaceship Earth in Epcot is going to be starting a refurbishment on August 25th. Well, now breaking news. To add on to that, Epcot Under the Sea with Little Mermaid is also going to be refurbished starting August 25th for the same period of time. Now, I believe there's going to be a festival going on pretty soon after, during that time in Epcot, which should take some people away from that construction that they're doing. And also, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will already be started, which will also tie people up. Oh, yeah, and here's the thing, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So this year it's going to be a little different. See, so this year, because all of the rides, a lot of the rides not being there, and all the construction, usually people would buy these Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party tickets and then go take advantage of everything that is open still, and ride a lot of rides. Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. Probably you'll probably be you'll probably be able to see the show more, because a lot of people usually buy the tickets for multiple reasons. But if you're a dedicated Halloween person, I'm sure you're still going to get tickets no matter what, you know. So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I think, is going to still be close to being sold out, but I think it's going to be still available, you know, maybe in the preliminary stages. Just some thoughts. Okay, now going back to, oh man, I don't know what's going on. I'm tired today. I did sleep, but it was kind of woke up like early, like 5 o'clock. Oh wait, that's where I had my alarm set. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get up earlier and see how it goes. But sometimes it's working out, sometimes it's not. So, I'm just watching traffic here. The closing of those two things at Epcot, Test Track will be back, so you'll have to do that. And just a lot of things to do at Epcot. They'll have the festival going on, so. But Spaceship Earth, that's kind of a big thing. But at least it's not, here's what I'm saying about this. They're going to do a refurbishment. At least it's not a complete overhaul change where the ride will be down for like, they were talking about it before, that the ride would be down for like a year. That's not going to happen. So you're getting lucky, right? That the ride is only going to be down for a short period of time. Both of them, maybe a month or less, and I think that's a positive, So Disney has to. I know one of the complaints a lot is that Disney has not been upkeeping their rides a lot, or the things are people are saying, well, there's a lot of things that are need some paint here or there. This is rusting, but blah 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 blah. Hey, look, Disney is getting around here and fixing these things now. They're fixing animatronics. They're fixing rides. They're fixing every little thing. We just gotta, it's like fixing the roads. We gotta put up with it while it's being fixed, and it will be back. So plan your vacations, as you may. I think you should still take advantage, though, of the deals this year, because of all the refurbishments and the reconstruction and all that other stuff. But if it was me, right, I would really go for I would go this year, get a deal, and then just go back again next year. When things are going to be back open, I would go around March, maybe around April, probably. I would go after the largest ride in the Wild Wild West is back, and that's when I would go on vacation. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I would do. I'm not a vacation planner, but I'm just telling you, that's what I would do. I would take advantage of all the deals and just enjoy yourself. Go to the rides that are open. Go to the shows. Take advantage that not a lot of people will probably be light light crowds maybe, and possibly maybe go during the go during the time of like one of these festivals or holiday deals. Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, one of the Epcot festivals. Take advantage of that. But yeah. Okay. So that's, man, this rain, I gotta tell you. So